Assalamualaikum, we are Group 7 and from BA 1111D. Right now we want to introduce ourselves. My name is Muhammad Adam Haris bin Zoredi.
My name is Muhammad William Shah bin Rahman.
And my name is Muhammad Arif bin Berosli.
And my name is Shafan Lilian bin Hisham.
First is introduction of compound interest. Compound interest is the interest rate on a loan or deposit that is calculated using both the initial principal and the interest accumulate over previous period. This concept states that interest accumulate over time, resulting in exponential growth of the investment or debt. Unlike simple interest, which calculate only on the principal amount, compound interest consider the cumulative effect of interest add to the principal at regular interval by budgets.
For program statement, Haris planned to open a saving account for emergency use. He deposited RM35,000 into Maybank fixed deposit account, which offer an interest rate of 2.55 interest, compounded monthly for 5 years. Now let's move to the objective. First, to determine the accumulated amount at the end of the saving period. Next, to calculate the amount of interest received. And then, to calculate the accumulated amount if Haris added another RM5,000 into the same account 3 years after his initial deposit. Last but not least, to calculate the accumulated amount if the interest rate changed to 2.7%, compounded monthly after 2 years from his initial deposit. For result and discussion, P equals with RM3,500, T equals with 5 years, K equals 2.55%, M equals to 12, compounded monthly. For I, we use a formula K over M. K for 0.0255 over 12 equals 17 over 8,000. And then for N, we use a formula M times T. M for 12, T for 5. So the equal is 16. Right now, we proceed to objective 1 to determine the accumulated amount in the end of the saving period. So there is question we use to formula compound interest. S equal P multiply 1 plus I and the power of N. S equal in bracket 3,500 multiply with 1 plus 17 over 8,000 and the power of 60. So we get S equal RM 39,754 cents. Right now we move to the second objective to calculate the amount of interest received. So this question we use a formula I equal S minus T. I equals 39,754 cents minus with 3,500. So the result is I equals RM 4,754 cents.
This is result and discussion. T time 1, 3 years. Time 2, 2 years. So, 5 years. T1, RM 3,500. T2, RM 5,000. P new equal S1 plus S2. S equal P new 1 plus I and 2. N1 equal NT1 equal 1 times 3 equal 3. Formula I is K over M equal 70 over 5,000. Objective 3 to calculate the accumulated amount if Haris add another 5,000 into the same account 3 years after his initial deposit. P1 equal RM 3,500. K equal 2.55. 0.0255. M equal 12 compounded only. T1 equal 3 years. T2 equal RM 5,000. T2 equal 2 years. Formula I is I equal K over M equal 70 over 8,000. N1 equal MT1 equal 1 over 3 equal 3. N2 equal MT2 equal 1 times 2 equal 2. S1 equal P1 equal 1 plus I N1. S1 equal 3,500 1 plus 70 over 5,000. S1 equal RM 3,522 ringgit 56 cents. Formula P new is P new equal S1 plus P2 amount added. P new equal 3,522 36 cents plus 5,000. P new equal RM 5,522 36 cents. S equal P new 1 plus I and 2. S equal 5,000 8,522 36 cents 1 plus 70 over 5,000. S equal RM 8,558 62 cents. Result and discussion. K1 equal 2.55. 0.0255. M1 equal 12. T1 equal 2 years. K2 equal 2.7. 0.027. M2 equal 12. T2 equal 3 years. P1 equal RM 3,500. Objective 4 to calculate the accumulated amount if the interest rate changes to 0.7 compounded monthly after 2 years during his initial deposit. P equal RM 3,500. K1 equal 0.0255. M equal 12. T1 equal 2 years. K2 equal 0.0707. T2 equal 3 years. I equal K1 over M equal 70 over 8,000. I2 equal K2 over M equal 9 over 4,000. N1 equal MT1 equal 24. N2 equal MT2 equal 36. Formula S1 equal P1 plus I1 N1. S1 equal RM 3,682.93 cents. formula S. Formula next S is S equal S1 equal 1 plus I2 N2. S equal 3068 to 93 cents. 1 plus 9 over 4000. S equal RM 3993 cents.
Annuity is financial product that offer a serial payment made at regular intervals. The intervals may be annual, semi-annual, quarterly, monthly, or at the other regular intervals. Annuities are commonly used to provide a consistent cash flow for an individual during their retirement years. They can be customized to serve a variety of financial needs and goals by Julia Kagin.
The problem statement is Encik Baharudin wants to buy 2016 Pro 2 MyBSE 1.5 that costs 34,800 ringgit and pay a 10% for the down payment. The balance will be financed through a loan from public bank with changes and interest rate 2.75% compounded monthly. The repayment of the loan made through monthly payment for 7 years. Now, we moving to the objective. Objective 1 is to determine the amount of monthly payment. Objective number 2, to calculate the total interest incurred. Objective number 3, to calculate the total outstanding balance if the payment was settled earlier than scheduled at the end of 5 years. Objective number 4, to determine the outstanding arrears if Encik Baharudin missed 2 consecutive monthly payments.
Alright, so moving on, result and discussion for annuity. The first one, we have the cost price, which is CP. CP is equal to 34,800. Next, we have the down payment, which is DP. For the down payment is equal to 10% multiplied with 34,800. And the answer we will get 3,480. Next, we have balance, which is B. And B is equal to CP minus DP, which is 34,800 minus 3,480. And the answer B is equal to 31,320 ringgit. For the K is equal to 2.75%. And we must convert to 0.0275. And then the monthly payment, which is M, is equal to 12. Next, T is equal to 7 years. Next, to find the I, we must use equal to K over M, which is 0.0275 over 12. And the answer we will get equal to 11 over 4,800. Also, to find N, we must to use equal M multiplied with T, which is 12 multiplied with 7, and we will get equal to 84. The objective one is to determine the amount of monthly payment. So now we will use the formula A equals R, bracket 1 minus bracket 1 plus I, close the bracket, and then the power of negative N, and then close the bracket, and then put over I. And then to get the R, we must rearrange the formula which is our objective and put the all info we have, which is 31,300 to 320 multiplied with 11 over 4,800 and over with bracket 1 minus bracket 1 plus 11 over 4,800 close the bracket to the power of negative 84. And then we calculate the formula and we will get 432. Say objective 2, to calculate the total interest incurred. So now we need to find I, and then the formula is I equal to R multiplied with N minus A, and then put the number into the formula, which is equal to 432 cents multiplied with 84 minus 31,320, and then the answer we will get I equal to 34,435 ringgit 56 cents.
We go on to the third question, which is to calculate the total outstanding balance if the payment was settled earlier than scheduled at the end of the 5 years. To find N unpaid is equal to N total minus N paid. N unpaid is equal to N total, which is 84, minus N paid, which is 60. And the answer we will get 24. By using the formula is A N is equals to R in bracket 1 minus in bracket 1 plus I to the power of negative N over I. Now we just put the number into the formula, which is A24 is equal to 410 ringgit 32 cents multiplied with in bracket 1 minus in bracket 1 plus 11 over 4,800 to the power of negative 24, and divided 11 over 4,800, so we will get the answer is A24 equals to 9,571 ringgit 10 cents. The next question is to determine outstanding arrears if Encik Baharudin missed 2 consecutive monthly payment, which is N. N is the number of missed payment, so we need to find N unpaid is equals to 2 consecutive payment plus 1, and the answer will be get 3. So to find the total outstanding arrears, we're going to use formula S. N equals to R in bracket and another bracket 1 plus I close the bracket and to the power of N minus 1 over I. So we need to put into the formula, which is S3 equals to 410 ringgit 32 cents multiplied with bracket 1 plus 11 over 4,800 to the power of 3 minus 1 divided 11 over 4,800, and the answer we will get S3 equals to 1,233 ringgit 78 cents. In conclusion, learning annuities and compounded interest is very important to all because it provides a foundation for managing personal finance and also making strategies choices to grow our saving over time for our future. With compounded interest, we can solve problems related to investment and loans. And then for annuities, it allows people to arrange and plan their time forward for savings and investment. And also, we can plan our capability to make loans and the amount of payment that needs to be repaid.